Hey, welcome back to Show Rides Garage. On today's episode, Josh and I are back on the Baby Doe tractor rescue. And up for today is fuel system. We got to get something better than this poor bag that we hang up above to feed it fuel. So we'll crawl under there and see why it's disconnected from the tank and try to get fuel headed to the carburetor. Okay, let's go exploring what's going on underneath the Baby Doe and the fuel system. From last time, we know that the fuel line coming down from the carburetor is just disconnected under this. But let's see if we can figure out where it's supposed to plug in and what we got to do to reattach it. All right, if we look under here, fuel tank is right here. The fuel line is that. And as far as I could tell, there's a little hole right here where I think it's supposed to come in. It seems like there's a slope from the tank coming down here, and it bottoms out here, and this is the length anyways. So I am guessing this is supposed to plug in right there. So in order to access the fuel tank, most likely going to have to take this entire tub off. And that means tracing down the various hardware that's been used on this over the year. It's not stock anymore. And we'll go and look above. It's more cobbled together hardware options up there as well. Okay, so to get the tub off, there's some pieces here. Don't know if this will come around that guy, or if we even need to go as far as taking the front part off, but we definitely have to take the rear off. So some DIY home hardware here. This looks like it might be original. You got something funky going on there and a missing bolt there. So we'll start by trying to take those off. And then if we look on the other side of this, orange knob won't go through this. I believe these just come off. So let's start by getting that off and making sure we don't lose it. Is it spinning? I think it is. Oh, okay. Cool. Looks like there's supposed to be some kind of a clip on this. So we'll put that back when we're done. Okay, we'll start by just lubing these up a little bit. And see if we can't break them free. I don't believe this originally came with metric hardware, but that's what's on it now. And we'll probably take some time to go ahead and find proper set of hardware for this. Go back to SAE. All right, that one's coming right off. Come on. I don't think the seat specifically has to come off to get the tub off, but I'm just going to get it out of the way for now. Put it back when we're ready. And what about this one? Same size? Different size. I think it is the same size. Is the whole thing moving? I believe that's what's going on. So I got to get down below and hold on to that better. I want to see if I can get the vice grips connected to that, and then I can go up top and loosen it up. Mission accomplished. We'll go up top. That may spin around a little bit, but hopefully it'll stay grabbed enough to get the top piece out. Let's see if that hangs on down below. That should be the last thing holding the seat on. Electric is already removed. Okay, so we got one fake one there and one real one up there. So I'll throw a little bit of oil on that. Let's see if we can pop it off. What are the chances that's still the same size as the other ones? Nope. Try American standard. First try. 9/16. Maybe that was what all the other ones were supposed to be too. Oh, I'm a liar. There we go. 1/2 inch. Makes more sense. Oh, help me out. It's tight. Coming back this way a little bit. This does not like to switch. There we go. And I believe we are spinning. No, I think it's coming out. Okay, that was the end of the bolts holding the back on. Now I need to figure out how far we got to go to get the gas tank out. Okay, now we're trying to take off the metal tub. Special guest Marcus today, helping out.
Hello.
See if we can't get this fuel pump removed so that we can get the bolts underneath it for the tub. One sec, I don't have it yet. Oh. Probably gonna have to adjust this to get it. Back on the Baby Doe, it's fuel system day. We got a drug out in the way of the drive, so we got to make progress. At this point, all of the major bolts, as far as we can tell, have been removed between this top case and the bottom case. Yeah, baby. And down there in the steering area, you can see the bottom part is designed to slip out without messing with the top part. It seems like there may be something hooking it up.
It's this right here. See, this tab folds forward.
So we're just trying to figure out why the body's not letting go. We'll have to take this out of the way to get it all the way out. But well, as far as we can tell, the next step is to go ahead and separate this top bezel from the base. It doesn't look like it's fully interfering, but we're going to remove it. So we got red, yellow, black for the first one, and white for the second one, and then it looks like this can only go on maybe. So we got yellows on the bottom and then the big way on the top. Come on, let me have it. Okay, and then I've got a couple of bolts there and a big old cotter pin down here for the steering. And then we're getting close to popping this out of here. All right, crack these free and pop them off. And take the throttle out, choke, and see if we've really got to take the steering column out. I can, but it's just messing around with that big old cotter pin. Okay, we're not just gonna hang down there. One little sticky guy right here. Steering's fighting me, so it's coming out. Get a little space on the cotter pin. Try and snag it with the vice grip and bring it back round. Side one, snag the other side. Come on, grippy. No grippy. Try again. Snag. Twist. About like that. We'll get a bigger pair of pliers and clean that up and push it out. Control arm there. There's also another cotter pin down here. Does that one come out? You want to try and get that one out? I can't. Go ahead and turn the wheel real quick. I want to see something. Right. Just anyway, I don't even care. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. There's another cotter pin down here. Yeah. This cotter pin is not pushed against that spring. That spring is pushed against a plate. The plate is what hooks the gear on the steering wheel to the gear on the actual control arms. Yeah. If we pull that cotter pin and we pull that gear, we should be able to pull the whole unit out, and that'll disable that spring. It just means you're gonna have to push down on the steering wheel when I pull this cotter pin. There you go. Okay. Want to grab me the turn off? Or I think if I get somebody. Okay, we had to go hog wild on this, and now the steering's off, and we trimmed up the cotter pins that we'll have to buy and figure out how to fix. But we are getting clearance. Show me the clearance. Let's see it. We think that might be enough. You want to grab that side? Hold on. Let me show you.
Go forward a bit.
It's hung up here. We're having some hang up on this guy here. Ouch. Okay, pause there for a second. Breathe.
Oh.
We got this. That's out.
We can't get it over this without.
There it is. Okay. Slower, a bit faster, a bit stronger. Pause. This was actually, we're done. We just want the fuel tank out.
That's as far as you need to go?
Enough to get the fuel tank. Fuel tank's up. Oh, we got the fuel tank up. Now we just gotta hook it back up. I'm gonna drink somebody's beer. This was a lot of work to do a simple task, but we got it. So now we can take a look at what's wrong with it. You're seeing it for the first time like me. What is going on with this? Huh? Right there. So that's where the fuel inlet used to be. Right there. And there's a line down below that's separated.
Shaking around too.
We may have to get another fuel
that looks
tank.
like somebody's homemade hole.
Is it?
See, it's all oblonged. It doesn't look like a standard.
Yeah, maybe not.
Somebody drilled it out and made their own little custom hole there.
No, I think that was the inlet. Because look, it's down low. This is the lowest spot.
I understand that, but I think somebody drilled it out to make their own.
Make it bigger?
Yeah, make it bigger for some reason.
Well, we'll take a look.
It's supposed to be a race Jeep or a race tractor, right? Maybe they were trying to get more fuel through it.
Hey, we're back on Show Rides Garage with my brother and the Baby Doe that doesn't have a fuel system, but today we got parts.
This needs a little bit of love and care.
So we're gonna stick this grommet into the hole where the old grommet used to be and gave up, and plug in the valve, hook it up to the fuel line, and hopefully we'll be back up and running. What do you say, brother?
I don't hear anything in there, so...
I got it out already.
Okay, good. Oh,
Show me the hole.
There wasn't any chunkies in there or anything.
Show me the hole.
Pop her in.
Oh boy, like a glove. That's just gonna go right in.
Yeah, see, every now and then you should listen to me.
Just lube it a little bit. Pop it in. Pop. Push. Shove. Squeeze. Turn. Okay, now let me see. Oh yeah. Let go. Yeah.
That's cold.
That's exactly what we need. And then this. Pull that out. Oh, nice and easy. It's got a thing on there, so be careful. There you go. Little filter. A little more lube.
I don't know if that counts as lube.
And then that just goes in there like that. Come on. Goes in. Maybe the right hand. I'm not so coordinated with my left.
You man the controls there. I'll man the controls here.
Don't break it.
I should. Yeah, it did pretty good.
No, it does go all the way.
All the way?
I think so. There, see how
There
nice
she
that
goes.
sounds? Now pull on it.
Oh yeah.
It's totally solid.
Yep, we're good. Okay.
Okay, and then back in, I guess.
After like we knew what we were doing.
So if we just go in reverse order, right?
We can only break a few things.
Yeah, this was kind of a yank, pull, don't think about it. Now,
Which
if
way
we
is it?
were real professionals, we'd clean it, but we're
Fuel
not.
line coming out the...
Yeah, that goes straight in.
No, I'm saying is the fuel line coming out the right side or the left side here?
Left side. I'll show you when we get it in
Okay, so we want to spin this guy around
there. Yeah, probably.
so it actually goes in the right way.
Okay, and then with this, the trick is, so you're gonna have to hold up the front, or I'm gonna have to hold up the front and then do that. So I'll hold the front, you do that.
Okay. You hold, I'll push.
Yeah, it's tricky. Hang on, nice and easy. I don't have gloves and can't really see what's going on. Okay.
Right there.
So that just goes in there like that.
Where's this plug going? I didn't unplug this, so that's your world.
What plug? Oh, that goes up on top. Bring that back around.
It goes on the top.
Yeah. Yep, that goes with the seat.
Oh, it's the
Yeah.
kill switch for the seat.
Actually, put that through now. It goes up through here.
Yep. Go ahead and bring me back down. There she goes. Okay.
That's that.
Yeah, now we're getting somewhere.
Okay, let me pause for a second. Okay, we got the metal frame tin back down, and the parts are in various bags and bebops. We essentially need to, in reverse order, the stuff that we were working on was all in here. So we took off, you know, the switch holders and this throttle piece.
So a lot of this you also did without me. I did the last little bit, so you're gonna have to kind of help me.
You didn't miss much. There's just a couple of hold downs once we get it on.
Well, we got a ground. Looks like a ground here.
So before we go too far, if you look over here, see this? This is the hose that goes over there and hooks in. So I'm gonna hook that in, and this was not being used, but turns out works fine. At least it thinks so. So what we wanna do is hook that up, put some fuel in it, and we'll kick on the motor and see if it pumps fuel. If it does, then we're in good shape.
Okay, that's fine.
So let's take a look. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really good about this because when I look at the old setup, it's got the same dealio. And we'll even keep on this for next time because it turns out we just needed a new grommet. But I need this to begin with. I need lock-in pliers to get this off. Okay, see if I can get this off of here with the vice grips. First try.
We're waiting for the rain to start this.
Yeah.
We got room in there? You want to push it into the garage real quick?
Yeah, you better believe it. Okay. Well, Pops took pity on us because it started to rain, cleared out a little spot in the shed. We've come full circle. We're back where we started. Baby Doe's in the shed, but now we have a possibility of getting it running with our new grommet and valve.
Gear real quick. There she goes.
Okay. Okay. We are back in the shed, back after it again. I got lucky and first tried it here last time. Didn't quite get both of them that time. There we go. And that from there. Slide it up a little bit. More. Okay. And then this is going to take some pushing, pulling, squeezing, or cutting. So we'll get that off of there. Well, there was some annoying grunting that you got to miss, but I got her off. I'm going to bring this back down, if I can snag it.
I'm going to pop it off from here.
Yes. Where are you going with that? You gonna plug it in? Well, I was hoping to get the clip closer so that when you get it plugged in, it's not hard to get it moved.
Here, grab the clip. I'll hold her in place.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That should be enough. The question becomes, are you gonna fight me on this, or are you just gonna go on?
It is the same unit, so I think it should be pretty nice. Is it going?
It's
I believe in you.
getting close. I think the clip's fighting me a little bit, but
Want to bring the clip back?
I think we're doing. No, we're just gonna do the no gloves here. I got too much glove.
Need more cowbell?
Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
Shove, push, squeeze.
So the only downside is when you put it on there, you put it.
No, I'll twist it. It's fine.
Yeah. So if you can get a hold of it still.
Can you get it a little bit further, or is it
A little
done?
bit more.
Just a hair more. Yeah. That's probably good.
So this is just.
So we've loosely set things back where they go. So throttle's ready to be hooked back up, choke's ready to be hooked back up, wires, and then this original fuel pump sets back down in here like that, and we are going to jump it and make sure that we get fuel. But first, we got to put fuel in and make sure it's not leaking. It won't be, but we'll do that. Yep, Dad's got non-ethanol in the back of the rig. Here we go.
You have faith, I have faith.
Non-ethanol fuel going in. Give me like a gallon, maybe a gallon and a half. Oh, Baby Doe's so happy. We didn't really properly clean the fuel tank out. We saw some gunk, so this is probably immediately gonna clog the screen and we're gonna regret putting it all back together, but we're going forward, not backwards.
I'll figure it out from there.
We'll get it done.
Okay, I should not at least get her to fire. I guess that's what we'll find
First
out.
steps to open the valve.
Hot cookies in 5 minutes.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, don't go so far. Close it a little bit. It just needs to be like mostly open.
Let's close it all the way and then we'll open it back up here. There we go.
Here.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's still leaking a little bit, but.
Out of the hose? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that clamp's not quite where it belongs.
No.
Okay, we'll come back to it.
Alright, well. Let's give you something to. Yeah, give me. Maybe you got something we can throw down there.
Let's see if it's pumping first.
See if it'll pump into the tank.
That was my plan, yeah.
Okay. I thought we were just going to go for it.
Here. Watch that. Okay. Just realized after I looked at this that positive
There's a clip.
is a clip.
Dad's got to have.
So we just need a. I have some clips. Okay, test wire. We'll give this a little bit of. Hopefully that's the same size. We'll just go in there. Yeah, good enough. Okay, are you ready?
Now we'll see what happens.
So we're gonna kick this on. Battery test good. Click, click.
Not seeing anything. I'm trying to open that valve a little bit more. Make sure it's actually getting
Well, the pump's making lots of noise, and we can feel it. Feels like it's sucking, but no bueno. Our first thought is maybe, in fact, we should have cleared the tank, and we've already gummed up the screen. Let me see. See if we can get that.
flathead to try and push her off.
No, I push and then pull. I want that really sharp thing not by my hand. Where's the vice grips?
Right here.
Try not to drop this on your face. Okay, that's good enough for now. Boy, that's
Sounded pretty good.
is it moving?
I can't see it.
No.
Got belt my way.
Okay, well.
Yeah, let me grab a flathead and see if we can push it off.
Okay. First test is, are we getting fuel past the screen? My guess is yes. Mother's gonna open that up a little bit and we'll see. Uh-oh.
Not looking very strong of a stream there, is it?
Uh-uh.
I don't know if I... Here, you want to see if you can open it maybe a little bit more? I can't... I don't want to get all this...
No, that's
pretty
open.
bad.
Yeah. So we already plugged it?
That's possible.
Sweet.
I don't know why is it still...
Okay, we did a few flow tests. Everything looks good there. Brother's got a new fitting on this that we can tighten down really good so it doesn't leak. And then putting on new rubber line. The line may have been okay, but we did notice that there was some cracks up by where the fuel pump connects to the bottom, which could create a vacuum leak. You need to go all the way over.
Come on.
And hopefully, fingers crossed, cranking this valve all the way open and getting this properly locked down, we won't see the issue with the fuel pump. There we go, round two. We got everything straightened out. Got it?
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say, can you grab that?
Hang on, hang up. Oh, that's entertaining.
Really? There we go. Okay. Now we're cooking with grease.
You're like me, it's cooking with oil, but I always say cooking with grease.
Okay.
Bacon grease is like oil anyways, right? Okay, so then that has to go.
Okay.
And then back forward.
There we go.
Boom.
Oh, hold on. Gotta get that shifter.
Up in there.
There we go. Okay.
Whew. And we didn't lose the, up.
Oh, did it fall back out?
Oh, I got it.
Got it?
There we go. Okay. Woo!
Back to square one.
Now hook it up to the front.
Yeah, let's
So now we're taking the one off the front where the pump's at, because the line's cracked and we have some fresh line anyways. Do we know if we're gonna reach? Do we need to check that first?
yeah, we
It looks like it'll reach.
It's not gonna reach?
It looks like it will.
Oh, okay. Just leave it a little long if you can.
Okay.
What we have extra.
Okay.
As long as it doesn't get in the way of the belts there.
Yeah, I bet you the problem wasn't the fuel pump. I bet you it was that the lines quit. And they thought, well, now it's not pumping, so I don't know what to do. Well, I'm hoping for that anyways. Where's that flatty?
Oh, right here.
Yes, sir. Got her?
Yep. I mean, as best as I can, anyway. We got a knife right here if you want to try and cut it.
Yeah, I probably. Nope, I just got her. Yep.
Before you put that on, grab your little hose clamp there.
Just looking in this fuel pump. It looks crusty. I wonder if we can clean it. Okay, we pulled these little nipples off, cleaned them, everything looks good, and we're gonna keep track of this fuel pump from Napa in case we want to go find it. Okay. Okay, we got clear lines hooked up, fuel pump's cleaned out, we're gonna give it a test.
Fuel pump is not happy. It's full. It's not even trying to
Well, that's clear, right?
Yep. I can see it. It's got a little air bubble right here. See if that'll help. I think that fuel pump's toast, man.
Yeah, that's not
I think that diaphragm's
gunk.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's unplug it before I blow.
Hey, welcome back to the Baby Doe John Deere revival. Day 3, putting the fuel pump in. We've already got the fuel stopper installed, fuel flowing, but nothing to pump it up to the carburetor. So I got Madre here, Pops is on the tractor digging holes, and we got a brand new fuel pump, so let's get it installed. So this is where we left off, pile of parts, everything's a mess, but we've already got the hard part done, getting the fuel tank put back under the seat. And the unit's out of this, but down through that hole is where the hoses come out. And we just need a little fuel pump to push fuel up and around to the front of the carburetor. And I ordered another one off of the internet, and it's ready to go. Here's the kit here, Facet electronic fuel pump. Diesel or gasoline, it's kind of the same look and feel of the one we took out of it. I will, let's see, 12 volt, 1.5 to 4 PSI. So we'll just go ahead and test this out real quick before we get it fully installed, and then see if we can get this thing to light off. All right, fuel pump test. This might leak a little, but it should pump. Oh yeah. No problemo. Back in business. So we're starting to block all the pieces back in. We got the hot wire reconnected, the ground's just hanging out, plug some stuff back in, lightly screwed down some of these basic pieces, threw the lid back on that, collar, steering wheel, goes back on here. It's got a pin that we got to throw back in it. Seat can just be set back in, and routed this up around kind of crazy and just hooked it in. Need to grab the key, grab the battery, snag everything together, and should be able to test fire this. For tonight, since we're running out low on time, the goal is going to be to limp it with a fuel pump and a fuel system back to the shed. And next time I come out here, we'll take all of these bolts and spare parts and things put them back on proper, button this thing up, and take it for a real ride. Let's go get the key. Okay, the key goes in. Good. Gotta hook this starter back up. Come back and properly tighten everything down after we get this thing kind of back up and going. Need this to be at least tight enough to fire. Okay. Okay. The ground is wired. Let's hook up the power. Oop. Clip that on there. Power's hooked up. Now hopefully I should hear the fuel pump. No fuel pump yet. All right, there's a lot going wrong here, but we're starting to get to the point where we can at least, if I didn't, lost my power, hang on. At least start to charge this up. Let's see if we're getting fuel at the carburetor. Yep, I see wet. So that's fuel. We'll go ahead and set this back up to always run the fuel pump. I can't get switched ignition right now. I'll figure the wiring out later. But hook this back up, fire it up, and park it. Okay, fuel pump's going. Give this a little throttle, see what it does here. How about some choke? Choke. A little more choke. It's getting a little hot. That's a lot of fuel going in there. Flooded. Yeah. Well, we're doing it. Parking it without me pushing it through the mud, which was painful. But it needs a lot of work before it'll be buttoned up and truly ready to go. And out of gear. Out of gear. Is it out of gear? Parked. Whew. Well, nothing worked the way we hoped. Everything went wrong. I spent a lot of time diagnosing the fact that I forgot to put it in neutral to try and start it. For some reason the clutch didn't work and I rammed it into the boat. But we figured it all out to the point where the fuel pump pumped fuel, it started up and it drove under its own power to its home. So I'm claiming victory. We'll be back for more tinkering and cleaning up and getting to the point where we can just turnkey and run it. I've also got a tune-up kit, and I bought the air filter kit. So we'll install all that and hopefully be able to just enjoy. See you next time.